Hello everyone. So I'm Ian from the EstateMaster group. I'm the backend developer. So today I'm going to share with you guys about the latest updates on our project and the next step we're going to take. So without further ado, let's just get started. So this is the structure of my today's presentation. First, we're going to talk about the background of our project again, and our team members, and the latest new feature we have implemented in the recent month. And after that, I'm going to talk about the next steps, which is the new features we're going to implement for the next couple of weeks, maybe depending on the progress. So our project aims to develop an internal property sales and management system for an estate agency located in Queensland, Brisbane. So the main features of this project include login interface, password management for that is quite essential, and also the permission management, like the admin of the agency or the primary agents, the secondary agents. There's like a hierarchical structure over there, and access to the property content just varies with different levels of permission. And we also have an agent management feature that can just create, read, update, or delete the agent details in the backend database. Also, we have the personalized user experience for the front end. Like you can select the different currencies for the to display for the page of the list of properties, etc., etc. So here's our team. So I'm the backend developer, although it says the full stack developer, but I just mainly focus on the backend for developing the a backend API utilizing the AWS service infrastructure, including Lambda, API Gateway, and the DynamoDB. And for the front end, it's Jenny, who's responsible basically like developing all the front end components. And we also have David, who is our tech lead. And he's not here today, but he basically just like reviewing of the code and just ensure the quality of every line and every component we write. So he has 15 years of experience as a full stack development in Australia with a focus on AWS architecture. So I'm going to talk about the new feature we have implemented in the past 1 month, I would say, because for the most of the time that in a week, we just for the talks we do, and it's primarily on the fixing bugs and etc. etc. So I'm going to start with the event feature. That is basically the only major feature we have implemented in the past month. So why do we need this feature? Because our clients from the real estate agency in Brisbane host many in-person activities like this every year, such as auction, or like roadshows that like hundreds of people would attend it. Some people would buy the property, or someone would just express their interest in buying the property in the future, or someone just come by and say hi. So as such, tracking these events is quite crucial for further engagements with the high-level clients, like someone that has expressed a high interest in buying a property in like Brisbane or like the Gold Coast, and further in that case, further engagement would be more valuable with these clients instead of like with other people like only left their names and without any contact details. So that's how we do this feature. As we can see, we leverage the AWS services, and for every request from the front end, it's just handled by the API gateway and routed to the corresponding Lambda function and with the relevant implementation of logics in it before like extracting the data from the backend DynamoDB and hand it back, transfer it back to the front end. That's basically how we do it. So here's the how to looks like in the front end, because I am just a backend developer and have to ask for my colleagues to send some screenshots from the front end. So as you can see here, it basically shows the list of events that the agency hosts in the recent year or a couple of few months. You can see the details, like the result. You can edit the event in the list or preview it in the setting. I wouldn't say in the professional setting, but it basically gives you an overview of the how many people have attended it and when it was hosted and the location of that. And you can also see that we have a QR code over there. Basically, you can just keep the QR code, and if you would want to view the details of the event offline, you can just scan it and it just pops out everything that you need. So here's how it looks like if you want to add a client to that event. It basically contains the name. That's basically the only required field for the input. And you can also select for the gender and you leave your phone number or email or occupation and other disclose other personal details if you want. But basically, it primarily focus on the contact details for further engagement. As you can see here, it's more detailed, like the view of how to like add the new I would say to add a new client to the end of the event. It's like it also shows that I know this person through what venues of information, like you may be introduced by a friend or like the other agents at the agency. It just gives a clear idea about who introduced who get the client on the scene and what ways that they know about the company or the events, so we can have further analysis from that step. And also you can take some notes, like what you want from basically about the details of the event if you want, like the client's preference, or like maybe they want to buy the new property in the future, and other details that may show that this client is more important than the other ones. So that's basically the feature of here. And also here's the QR code. By scanning it, you can just get all the necessary information for the corresponding event. So I'm going to talk about the next steps, like the new features we're going to introduce into our project in the next month or so, for basically the next sprint of the project. So we're going to introduce the feature of newsfeed. So admin should be able to post messages in the system so that everyone who logs in can see the newsfeed. It's basically like the feature in the I don't know if you guys have used this the Swagger app. Basically, like your manager will post some information or like the messages in the newsfeed so that everyone can see it and knows that it's really important to know it, or having some reactions to that, or like your HR manager just want to say, all right, today's someone's birthday, so let's celebrate it. That's basically how this feature is going to look like after completion. So that's basically all the updates from our project. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And thank you all for your attention.